something that I often don't talk about is the amount of work this took to get here, and how many times when I was kicked down, I had to find it in myself, and I had to do it by myself, like find that voice again that was like, oh no, you can still believe in yourself, even though it seems impossible.
Was Fight Song at all like an anthem for yourself?
Oh, I wrote it for myself. Yeah. I needed it. I'd been trying to do this career, like you said, for a really long time, and Fight Song was this declaration that I wasn't going to give up on myself, even though nothing was going on. I was writing songs for this album 3.5 years ago, and I didn't have a partner and I didn't have a team, and it was hurting. I was writing song after song, and my publisher at the time, who was still my publisher, was really incredibly supportive, and she said, Rachel, you haven't shared your story yet. You've told all these other things, you've talked about all these other things, and you're clearly writing so that you're trying to get a hit, but you're not telling your story, you're not being honest. And I didn't want to go there. And right after that conversation, I got to my writing session that day, and Fight Song kind of poured out as if it had already existed and just needed to be allowed to be free.
Wow. Has that inspired you to just continue to be yourself versus, trying to be what you thought people wanted?
Yes, completely. For a while, I didn't know, well, who am I as an artist? What's my voice? What do I have to say? And Fight Song allowed me to see, well, actually, maybe I just be myself, and that's enough. And it turns out that that's more than enough. And I hope that I can encourage other people, like, who sometimes you think that you're, not good enough or not this enough or that enough. We come up with all these things. We're mean to ourselves. But actually, I've found that when you tap into who you are and you let your heart speak, and you don't listen to the mean voices in your ego, and then you get to really shine.
Now, you also have a bachelor's degree in international relations. Has that helped at all, or is it just kind of like the separate part of you, or what do you think?
I've been traveling a lot this year, and my goal was always, since I was since I was maybe in high school, I wanted to bring people together. And I didn't know how I wanted to do that. I didn't really believe in myself, like in my music ability yet. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do international relations. I'm going to help countries that might not understand each other find common ground. And I think I'm doing that in another way, now with music. I think it did help me understand how to find the point in the conversation where we can all connect with each other. And that's often, exactly what Fight Song's about. It's like, find who you are and be real, and then you can connect to anyone. Right?
If somebody maybe is in a similar situation that you were in, where they're like, I don't know who I am, I don't know what I want to do, I don't know where to go from here, what would you say to them besides perseverance? Like, what are some practical things you can do?
I would say immediately take some steps on what work you can do. Like, find the next thing, the next step. It's often like, it gets really intimidating when you put out there, okay, I want to sell 5 million copies of a record. Let's say you're a singer-songwriter. That's not going to happen tomorrow, but maybe tomorrow you could book a gig. Maybe tomorrow you could write a song. Another thing that I think is practical that you can do is charity. It may be in the field that you want to go into, because I think we often forget how much we have to give. We get into this mindset of what we don't have and what we want to get, and that's not a great place to be when you want something. So doing charity helps you understand, oh, I have a lot to give. And that mentality flips this switch in your brain of like, oh man, I'm powerful. And what next can I give? Hey guys, what's up? This is Rachel Platten. I am so excited for you to listen to my brand new album. It's called Wildfire, and it's out now. Also, you can catch me on tour this spring, starting in February through April. It's called the Wildfire Tour. Tickets are online on my website at rachelplatten.com. I love you!